Like, is it cheaper to just build new or remodel something?
Remodel, maybe.
No,
Or-
it's not.
Oh, is it? I don't know. I've never built a house.
No, it's not.
Technically, it's cheaper to do it new.
Oh,
That's what you were saying, right?
I guess so.
Scrape.
He was throwing the alley oop. I
I mean, that was, yeah.
Well, my logic goes like,
How often do you walk around in Austin and expect people to know who you are? It's kind of a douchey,
Only a deep Eddie.
question to answer.
Just a deep Eddie.
I
I'm like,
never
oh, these are
expect
where the
anybody to
family
know.
is.
I think there's certain times when I go to a restaurant and I want them to know, so I can get like a free appetizer or something. But
Like
never,
a place that we service.
yeah. Never an expectation.
Do you think you'll ever not be cheap?
I don't know. Sometimes I will intentionally throw on a Pink's hat when we go to a certain restaurant because, you get a little family friends, action going, discount.
What do they call it? Like a blessing from the kitchen or something?
Yeah. Something like
It's
that.
something else though. It's like
A treat from the chef.
Yeah, it's like a gift. What do they call it? There's a word for it. It's like a blessing or
Compliments of the chef.
so there's some little thing that they bring out and they're like, oh, it's a little surprise. And you're like, I bet it's just chicken tenders. Like, I bet it's
I didn't even order this.
tater tots.
It's meatballs.
The best is when they
It's always meatballs.
when they
It's
charge
always
you for
meatballs.
that.
Oh,
You ever been charged for that stuff?
And you're like, on the
Yeah.
house. And you're like, wait.
wait, this is on the bill.
Now, the best trick now is they charge you for it, but then they comp it off the bill. But when those POS systems calculate the tip,
Yeah,
they still
It
tip
accounts
off
for
of
it,
it.
yeah.
it's included. Which
I think you should
it's
always
the right
tip
call.
off of.
Sure. But like if I'm like a
Yeah.
server, then I'm gonna be like giving out comped meals
Totally.
all day long.
100%.
Because I'll just rack up that bill, comp it all, and then you just pay me for it.
Yep.
I mean, we were both baristas, and
Like
every time,
self-dealing.
yeah, every time you gave a friend a free coffee, they were throwing a $3-4 tip, and it's like that's. I mean, I feel like it happens at all the
Which a
coffee
$3 to
shops.
$4 tip at a coffee shop.
Oh,
That's-
it's dude,
Self-dealing,
that makes
baby.
or
I
break
love
your
it.
month in you.
Oh,
should
yeah.
you tip at coffee shops? Like,
Yeah. Every time they pull a shot, I think that's $1.
what about a drip?
I think that's reasonable. Drip, I don't know. That one
I don't
I'm
think
a little-
you. I think you have to now. Like, there's
Yeah, I used
no
to
option.
like be like no tip ever, and now I'm like, $1 every time. Doesn't matter what I
I mean,
get.
I think
What made you change?
I think my income went up.
It's about the most.
I think that's the right answer.
yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it doesn't $0 or $2. It matters basically the same in your life
That's
at this
right.
point.
Yeah,
And
I-
there was a time where it didn't.
And I think my mindset changed of like, I don't want to be stingy. I want to be generous.
Mhm.
I think, and not just generous with like giving to a charity or giving to a church or anything like that, but generous daily.
So you don't want to be cheap.
I don't want to, well, I mean, I don't know if that's cheap or not. I think it's just generous.
Okay.
You can still be frugal and cheap, but I think you can be that and generous at the same time.
Yeah.
Because to me, being generous doesn't mean you can't be cheap.
Uh-huh.
I think being cheap actually enables you to be more generous, if that makes sense.
Hold on.
Being cheap with your life purchases,
Okay.
with your discretionary spending, enables you to have more money to give away.
Managing your life creep.
Yeah.
All
Your
right.
lifestyle creep. Yeah.
How are your tipping habits, Carter?
I think I have a confession because I get Juice Land every single day.
Mhm.
And I never tip on it, but I get it every day. So in my mind, I'm rationalizing like I'm supporting the business, I'm supporting the people because I'm a very
And
consistent
there's a little green
spender.
loogie in your smoothie.
Yeah, well, I ordered online and the tip options at the bottom, and I'm like, man, this is already like an $11 smoothie. Like, do I really need to throw another? Like, I hope it's factored into the $11 smoothie. These
Yeah.
guys like getting, but I think if I didn't do it every day, I'd 100% tip. But the fact that I do it every day, I've stopped.
Is it
tipping.
auto
I feel
selected?
like it's the other way around.
Yeah,
That should
tell
be the
me-
logic.
Like it
Yeah.
should be like, oh, I go to the same place every day. I'm going to tip every day.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
As opposed to like if I don't go somewhere, like
Yeah.
I can get away without tipping because I'm never going to see these people again. So like I don't have to face the consequences of my decisions.
I think it's
Right.
also that I'm ordering remote, so it's like if
Yeah,
I was
that does make
face
it
to
different.
face,
It's
I'm
way
tipping
easier
every
not
time.
to.
But if I'm just doing it on my phone,
Do you tip on
before-
Uber?
Yeah.
If I like the guy, but that's like I never like the Uber.
Also, I've noticed
tip
too,
on
on
Waymo?
Uber,
Yeah.
it now prompts you to tip ahead of time. It like asks you like tip ahead of time. And I'm like, wait,
wild.
I haven't experienced the service yet.
You can edit your tip on Uber like pretty long after
Yeah. Oh yeah.
after it goes
Yeah.
through.
I was just in Kansas City, had an Uber ride and forgot to tip. And then like 4 days later, I went to order some food on Uber.
And then it shows you.
And it was like, do you want to tip your driver? And I was like, oh yeah, she was nice.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, here's one. How do you feel about tipping for cleaning your windows?
Wait, hold on. But before we go to that,
Yeah.
on the Juiceland app,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, just go ahead.
Whenever you put in your order and you scroll to the bottom and click submit and order it, is there a tip option and is there one already selected?
No, it's not pre-selected. So it might be.
Okay.
They should fix the system where
They
if
should.
it was pre-selected 10%, I would probably just click.
I think the default setting informs what they want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So at Taco Deli,
Yeah.
the
It's in the
default
middle,
on the
right?
app is 15%, I think. or
At Rudy's
10%.
it's 0.
Yeah, at Rudy's at 0. But it's funny, like it's 15%, and I ordered one taco this morning, so it's like a 75-cent tip.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope I don't sound like a douchebag, but I'm just like, it's not even worth clicking no tip. Like, I just want to click place order, and
The one that blows my mind still, and I know we're getting niche to Austin places, but like Cabo Bob's is still $1, $2, $3 on like
regardless of the amount.
Yeah, always at the checkout. And I'm like, I wonder what that is. Like if they just haven't updated with the time.
It used to be 0. It used to be nothing.
Yeah, they used to not have it,
For
but
a
when
long
everybody
time.
rolled it out during COVID, they're just $1, $2, $3.
I think it's good to have the tip option on there. And to get to your window cleaning question, whether it's Cabo Bob's or Chipotle or Juiceland or whatever, or getting your windows cleaned, just to give people the option. And I think I used to get butthurt about it, that like, oh, they're asking for a tip, and all they did was like, pour me a coffee. That's so dumb. But I'm like, you can just say no, and it's okay. It's okay not to get tipped. And I think or not to leave a tip.
Yeah.
And at Pink's, our thought was always
It felt so wrong for so long to even
ask for a tip.
have a option on there.
But now we're just like, hold on. In today's labor market, our workers want to be incentivized to get a good tip. And so let's just give them the opportunity to get that. And so we basically just toggled on the switch. You can leave a tip, 10%, 15%, or is it 5, 10, and 15?
Do you track that
I think
data?
it's 10, 15.
Yeah, it's all tracked. It gets paid out monthly.
How much tips do people get?
$5.50 extra an hour per guy.
That's like a pretty big rate.
So yeah,
Yeah,
we tip
it's
pool
nice.
it.
Yeah.
Oh
it's
yeah,
huge.
it definitely moves the needle.
What percentage of jobs tip?
So
I mean, residential is like probably 80 to 90%.
yeah,
Oh wow.
commercial
commercial's
is
like
is
never-
almost 0.
Yeah.
Because they're on auto pay or they pay net 15 and then send a check or something like that. But yeah,
Our whole
residential
thought was like, would you tip your guy to come mow the lawn? Like it just felt like so out of place. But then we realized, hey, look,
Look at that.
we're in.
Wow.
But then we realized, like, it's such a much more intimate experience that we're in your house. We're talking. It's totally different than the pool guy or the pest guy. And so they're like, oh, you know what? I feel like I actually got to know that guy. What's a great way I can bless him? And that's the only way we turned it on was because customers were asking for a digital way to do it.
You remember when
People
you
were always
started?
giving cash.
Do you remember when you started
Yeah,
turning
dude.
on the tips? It was just like kind of a joke.
Yeah. Well, I
We
think
did it by accident one time. We're like,
Yeah.
whoa, we got to, like, this is
we
crazy.
I'm
freaked
so
out.
sorry.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then people started leaving tips and we're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
This kind of makes sense.
They like it.
And the way our
And then
system
for our
works-
guys, it's like, you can never go back.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Once you turn it on.
Put that up in your face.
Okay.
We're new here.
It's so much better.
Yeah. Once you turn it on, you
Yeah.
can't turn it off for the guys. But I'm glad we did because
Oh, yeah.
I think it helps incent our guys. It brings good labor in. I think people that are in the service business, they want the opportunity to go above and beyond and then get paid for their efforts. So I don't know. What are it with my hands?
What's
And
the
it moves the needle for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the labor market like?
It's ripe, dude. Yeah.
It's very right.
I mean,
AI
don't
is
you
only
feel
making
like,
it more and more ripe.
I was gonna say, like, don't
Yeah.
you feel like the employers have all the power now?
yes.
Like, haven't you seen that?
4 years ago, it was the
not
opposite.
the case.
I'll never forget Carter and I went to Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
And we were like walking in the front door and it said,
It's like peak COVID.
yeah, make sandwiches or, work here. And it was like starting at 23 an hour. This was 4 years ago. And I think it was
That's
just
so much.
23 plus tips. And we're like, oh my gosh, like this is what we're competing with. This is like, we're never going to win.
And at that time, our guys were like $14, $15. So
An
we're
hour.
like, oh, we're
And
done.
no tips.
And no tips at
and there
that
were
time.
no tips.
And so we were kind of freaking out like, ooh, this is what we're competing with. Employees have all the power. They can just, move from job to job to job and get paid a couple dollars more an hour. today it's like we get 10 applications a week just for Pink's Austin.
Yeah,
That many?
probably.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a
To
lot.
come clean windows.
To come clean
And
windows.
I'd say half of those people went to college.
No way.
Yeah, it's not just like you would think all hospitality service people. It's a lot like, yeah, I've been doing this tech job for a long time and I think my job's at risk. I think I'm going to get fired, or I just got fired, or
I just
honestly,
wanna clean
before
windows.
any of the AI stuff really took off, yeah, it came back to all these guys that were doing the sales thing from home and they were just burnt out of like, am I doing anything valuable in life here? Like, do I even know what I'm selling?
Yeah.
And they close their, I mean, the same struggle that we felt in our corporate jobs. Like we closed our laptop and like, what did I even do? And they saw us driving around town and wearing uniforms and having fun and making videos. And they're like, dude, I think I need to take a pay cut just to get my life back. And that was the first switch of like, oh my gosh, like I never thought we would be able to get guys that like had gone to, I mean, kind of had done the same thing that we did.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's also like this push in like the health and wellness space of like, hey, maybe sitting in a room like this for 8 hours a day and not getting sunlight and not being outside is maybe not good for you. And I think that's kind of been a little bit of a tailwind. And I don't think it's moved the needle that much, but I think it's something where people, they want to work outside. They want to work with their hands. And I think a lot of folks are realizing that sitting behind a laptop is not for me. Even though if you probably grew up in a middle to upper class suburb, that's what every person knows is like, oh yeah, my parents work at corporate. They work in an office. They're doing whatever. And if you work outside, that's for like the lower class people. And I think we're kind of seeing a flip on that where it's like, wait a second, these guys that work outside or work the hands or that cut grass, they're actually maybe a little bit happier because they're exposed to the elements and they're not just like in the same place every day. And it's good to be outside. There's just, it's science.
I think there's such a misconception that the labor pool is not ripe, that like this younger generation wants it now, wants it fast, and they aren't willing to do anything hard. But like, we don't see that at all. Like we see a ton of young guys that show up and like want to do something difficult and know like, hey, this is not the easy route, but I know it's the more rewarding route down there. Like I'm quoting one of our guys that said that. And we've had, I think, such little turnover. Not that the business like relies on there being little turnover, but we probably have guys on average for like 11 or 12 months.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think for
Do
cleaning
you have
windows,
like industry stats on that?
we should.
No,
it's got to be above
You
market.
you guys can make the study.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably could. I think there's such a misconception that a lot of people who run businesses have, which is that everybody's going to want to be like me.
Yeah.
They're going to want to climb the ladder. You know, they're going to want to push the needle. And it's just not true.
No. Most people don't want that. Most people want to be told where to go, when to be there, and kind of how to do the job. And I think for when we first started the business,
And it's not a bad thing.
no, it's a
nice
great
to
thing.
turn your brain off at 5.
Yeah.
That's a luxury.
I mean, we've been talking
Costs
about
you
this
money.
a lot. Like
Yeah.
the cost of being an entrepreneur, it really is your mind. And it's your mind after work hours. So like we were talking about this, it's like whenever you have a quiet moment when like the kid is down and you're laying in bed, where does your mind go? It goes to work. Like whenever you're like on a walk by yourself or in the sauna or whatever you're doing, where does your mind go? It goes to work. You wake up.
Because when you're working, you can't actually think about it.
Yeah,
Is the thing.
you're in meetings, you're in the weeds, you're doing whatever. And, you know,
And there's no one telling you what to do.
and then, I mean, 2 nights ago, I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I was thinking about one of our franchisees. And I just had to like write myself a note because I was like, I got to send him an email about a hiring strategy that I think is kind of wrong, you know? So
Uh-oh.
Do you feel like becoming a new dad has made you so much more efficient with your time,
oh, so much more.
right?
Yeah. Cause like you want to be done.
Yeah. Whereas before you had a lot more time.
Yeah.
Now you're like, your
Yes.
hours are so limited. They have to be so productive. So
Well, I even felt it yesterday. So yesterday I went to my little like Bible study with Cole at 7:30 and Ella was still asleep. And so I left the house and she was asleep. And then we had a happy hour at 5:15 down the street from my house. Got home at 6:30 and Ella was down. So like, and then I saw her for like a couple minutes,
Yeah.
you know,
So you were
2
out all
o'clock.
day.
Yeah. And I was like, this kind of sucks. I saw my daughter for like literally 10 minutes.
Yeah. Think about the cost of that
Yep.
over a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Think about, I don't know why it hit me the other day, but like, you get the screen time notifications.
Mm-hmm.
I should. I don't have mine turned on.
Yeah.
You need to.
I need to.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, yeah.
But okay, let's do the math. What do you think like a reasonable, like normal person's screen time is?
4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
I
sounds,
was going to say 6.
let's use 5. It's right in the middle of our range.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. 5, 7 days a week. Bradley, what's 5 times 7?
The average adult spends over 7 hours per day on screens.
Whoa.
Oh, yikes.
That's too many. Let's call it 5. We're not average. We're
So
above
5
average.
times 7 is 35 hours.
35 times 50, 72 days.
On
A
our
year?
phone.
A year. Divided by 7 days a week. That's 10 weeks. That's 2.5 months.
That we spend on our phone.
Oh my God.
Okay. This is interesting.
So here,
Go ahead,
but
go.
It's 20% of your year.
Okay. That's yeah,
that right?
2.5 months over the course of 10 years. That's 2.5 years.
yeah.
Like we've had our phones now for like, I've had a phone for 15 years or whatever, longer than that.
It's a
like
long
an iPhone,
time.
not just like an iPhone.
So a mentor of mine that Kelsey and I were with the other day in Arkansas, they don't have a TV in their house. And so Kelsey was like, Todd, why don't you have a TV in your house? What's going on? And his response was really interesting. He's like, think about one day when like civilization's wiped and it's 400 years down the road and people are studying America or Western civilization 400 years from now. And they're studying the way humans interacted, the way humans did life. And they go to a TV and they say, look at this black box. The people 400 years ago watched it for 4 hours a day. They spent time, they bowed to this black box in the middle of their house and they didn't talk to each other. They just looked at this black box all day long. And then they have like a mini black box in their pocket and they spend even more time on that. And like, where can we find the black box? Like, it's like a god. It's, you spend 5 hours a day on it and that black box must be so important. And just like the way he framed it, I was like, oh my gosh, like these little things are like little idols that we worship.
Yeah.
I mean, we spend, 2.5 months on it a year. That's unbelievable.
That's a full quarter.
That's a full quarter on our phone. And if you just like take an inventory of your life, it's like, what's the most important thing to you? Well, I probably spent 5 hours on this thing yesterday.
phone.
I spent 10 minutes with my daughter.
My phone.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know.
And I think
Just let that sink in real quick.
Hold on. But what's just as bad is like we try to play into it. Like, okay, I run a business, you run a business, and you try to get people to use their phones to give you more money.
Yeah.
And like,
And how do you avoid it?
four
You
and a
can't.
half hours are spent like doing work and email. It's not like
Yep.
it's the hard part is like there's so much that we can get done and we can make so much money and make all these connections and farther along our life. Like
We are the problem.
yeah.
Like,
It's weird.
I'm the problem. It's me.
It's the
Good song.
like when is the what's interesting
But
is
we could never do our jobs with it. Like we'd never be where we were if we didn't have
like the phones existed.
phone.
The iPhone has existed at least in its basic form for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah, we didn't have all the stuff that it has now, but that's in part because it took so long for the infrastructure to get built around it.
Mm-hmm.
The social media and then the apps that are like iPhone specific, and then everybody's kind of trained to use it. It's kind of like how I feel like Twitter, like 7 or 8 years ago, like everybody started to figure out how to use Twitter. Like, oh, Twitter is different than Instagram, and I say this on Twitter and I say this on Instagram.
Right.
Like there was a period in the early 2010s where everybody was like, I'm going to put everything on all the same platforms. You remember this?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like, it's just see what happens. And then all of a sudden somewhere like, I don't know, 2015, 2017, maybe before that, like the content started to get like really specific in different areas. And it took a long time for that infrastructure to kind of get built out.
Right.
And now the opposite end of that is how long does it take to undo that?
Right.
Like we are so tied into our phone. I can't live my normal life without it. I can't live my normal life without my, TV.
Right. How addicted are we to this?
It's pretty bad.
It's very bad.
But how many things happened like positively in your life that like started on your phone? It's not that it couldn't have happened somewhere else.
Yeah.
But how many things?
No, the phone is a great thing. It's a great tool. It's great to communicate with loved ones that are far away and catch up with friends and all that. But
You sleep with your phone next to your bed?
Yeah.
yeah,
We put it in the bathroom. I think it's one of Adeline's things of like there's some gamma rays, or I couldn't tell you what the rays are, but there's something getting into your
Some
brain.
X-rays.
Yeah, it's like don't put it next to your bed.
Frying your brain.
Yeah, it's doing
Yeah.
something. So I mean, it's the same thing with like turning the Wi-Fi off. Like
Do you turn the Wi-Fi
I don't know
off?
why we do that. Yeah, we started doing that.
No way. You're a real conspiracy theorist.
It's the
else
family
do
I
you
married did it. No, I guess
Hey,
I just go into it.
cut that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're wrong. It's like I don't know.
You still at the
Who am
cold
I to
plunge
say? Yeah,
every day?
every day.
How cold?
It's on 37 for 3 minutes.
it's ice cold.
Did you start there, or did you have to work down to that?
Oh, dude, I started like 52, and I
yeah.
couldn't do it for like 60 seconds, and then just kept cranking it down. It's like a drug, dude. You get out, and you're like, I want to run through a fucking wall. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
I keep seeing like conflicting things. I've done it a few times, like enough to know.
Yeah.
And I think like the main benefit is the like mental aspect.
I think it's just that
like
you
a
woke
mental
up
hack.
and
It's
you're like,
just
oh, I
like,
did
oh,
something
I
that
can do
kind of
something.
sucked. It's like the Goggins of
How long
like
did you do it this morning?
3 minutes. It's always 3 minutes. I do 50 push-ups, 3 minutes, and then 50 push-ups and go get in the shower. It's like, I also just am not good about
100 push-ups
scheduling
a day?
time to go. Yeah, can you tell?
It's
Yeah.
efficient.
Fit in the shirt. I don't have, I'm like, I think it's the quickest thing that makes you feel like you did a workout. It's like, dude, 3 minutes and you're like, my body kind
yeah.
of feels like I just went through something.
Dude, 100 push-ups is like would put you in the top 10 percentile of like
Yeah.
strength. Top 5 probably.
But I'm little,
A
so
day.
they're easy. I don't have very far to go. You know,
Not
short
done a
squat.
if I was a
arms,
big guy,
that's
it's a
me
lot
too.
harder. Yeah.
What's your club head speed up to?
Oh, it's still terrible. Probably like
We gotta
97.
fix that.
Yeah.
97.
Slow.
What's
Senior
PGA
shafts?
Tour average?
PGA Tour average with a driver is probably like 115.
Wow. And then what's ball speed average?
On top of that, 173.
What's Bryson's?
Well, he's not on the PGA Tour.
Oh, Live Tour.
Yeah, his records are scrubbed. You actually can't find any of
Really?
their stuff.
That was part of signing the
It's
deal
like
is
you
you
go
lose
on
your
the-
stats.
Go on the tour website, go to players, and then you can't find them. But Bryson would like top out, well, like golf course speed or like long drive championship speed, because those are two different speeds.
Golf course.
Like golf course speed, he's going to get into the 190s. Like
Wow.
low 190s would be like on the golf course, I'd say.
Huh.
What he's going to top out at.
Did you see those?
Rory does that.
Yeah.
Did you see the Ben Hogan like club by club distances they posted the other day? I think it was like on PGA
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Instagram. Yeah, it's just interesting.
It's
and given
nothing.
like it's a different, it's literally
I
nothing.
mean, probably a 5-iron hit 160.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
totally.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was like the 1-iron was like 195. And you're like, dude. But were the courses just that much shorter and the balls were that much worse? And
I mean, you just had so many different things going on. First off, the clubs were had so much more loft in general.
yeah,
They were
So
literally
less
shorter.
drive forward, more
Yeah.
up in the air.
So your 7-iron back then is probably like, I mean, it's not even it's like a 9-iron today. you
Yeah.
know? So you're not even comparing the same thing.
and the
Golf balls are way
greens were
different,
probably so rock
Greens were
hard, so it
yeah.
had to get up.
and they were super slow. It's just
Yeah.
a different game.
It was legitimately a different game.
Yeah.
I
Like-
watched that Adventures in Golf. Like it was Sam Snead and Jack Nicklaus play Pebble Beach.
Oh, like
it was
the,
like some
the
like
wide world of golf.
yeah, worldwide. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And you look at the greens and you're like, oh my, like that would be a terrible day at Lions. Like it is. And you're
you
like,
can
they
see
just
the
pl-
mowing pattern
yeah,
in
you
the
just-
green.
It was a totally different game. And
Like
they're
that's
like,
how much grass they had.
yes, and they both had the same like compact putting stroke. That was just the stabbiest little. And you're like, whoa, that was one of the best
Yeah.
putters in the world. And he looks like Joe Schmo at Lions,
know.
like just stabbing around. You're
But
like,
it's a different.
It's not even the same game.
Yeah, it's like, but that's how everything is, you know.
Yeah.
Like people used to come home, sit around their TV or sit around their living room and listen to the radio.
It sounds nice.
Like yeah, I know. Like you would think about this. Coming home after spending, you get on the train, go to work, spend all day. You come home off the train. It's 7:00. You sit around in your dining room or in your living room. You turn the radio on so you can get the live program because there wasn't a recording, and you only heard it if you heard it.
Watery bottle.
And what
To
you're
tune in.
watching is like everybody else's facial reactions
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah.
That's it.
And there's only a few stations, and if you didn't tune in, then like, what was the water cooler talk the next? Like, how are you going to be able to relate to what the broadcast
like
was
the
about?
newspaper was just different. Like that, it mattered. The radio, like that. Think about how slow information traveled. It's probably better. Like there's a lot of things I don't really need to know.
Is it fast today?
I would say it's very fast.
Very fast.
Very, very fast.
Is everybody a reporter now?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody has the ability to be a reporter.
Right.
On Twitter.
I mean, think about there are people listening to this.
Idiots.
I know. I know, but it's true. It doesn't feel like that.
I know.
I don't know. It's just we're just
here.
we are. We're just here. But people listen to podcasts and then things happen.
I think podcasts have taken off because we go home and we turn on our TVs and sit back and we don't have conversations anymore. And this is a way for people to feel like they had a conversation with people that they might have identified with. I think that's like why they just tune in to like be around people talking. And I get like, I even do it when I'm like listening to stuff. I like hear myself like having a response to something that they were talking about. And I'm like, why did I just say something into the nothing of my car? Like I'm not in this conversation. Yeah. And I'm like, I think there's something in there that people are like, oh yeah, I felt like I was a part of community today because I listened to these guys talk about something.
I know. I don't think you guys have ever talked about this, but do you remember the first time that Pinks made it on like a random podcast?
Yeah.
Like somebody talked about it?
Yeah.
It was My First Millions, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was it's kind of it. Yeah.
Because before that, what was it?
I don't know.
I don't think it was. I guess I was on your podcast in 2020 on this podcast.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
Live from Hotel Zaza.
Yeah, we did. Sat around.
Yeah.
I remember that.
We did. I was wearing a Tubo Ranch hat.
Let's go.
Oh wow.
Before we had before these were shipped in.
Yeah.
Same style.
But yeah, it was the My First Millions podcast.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Like from my perspective, that feels like that was like a watershed moment.
It was a very big moment. Yeah. And I remember like the days leading up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember knowing a little bit about My First Millions, and I think I follow some of those guys on Twitter or something. And my buddy,
because you knew that one guy.
Yeah, Bar Shop.
Yeah.
Produced it, and he's like, "Hey, just FYI, you're about to be." Like they talked about Pinks for 15 minutes on the podcast. And
so random.
I can't remember if he asked for permission or if he just said, "Hey, just heads up." But I was like, "Oh, cool." And I think I texted Carter and was like, "Hey, we're about to be in this podcast, in a second."
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And that was like why Cody Sanchez knew what it was because she had heard about it on there.
Think about how weird that is.
That was the first time I had like just random college buddies like, dude, I listen to this podcast every day, and they just started talking about your thing.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird what registers with people?
Dude,
yeah,
it's
like that was
I was doing the exact same stuff a week ago. You didn't give a shit then.
But this person started talking about,
the same day that it was released, I think both of our phones blew up with like people from the woodworks that we haven't talked to in 5-10 years that are like, dude, I just listened to this. That was crazy. And we're like, yeah. Like we didn't do anything different. We're just cleaning windows and the thumbnail on that video.
I think the weirdest one is like the people with all the brand Instagrams. They're like, this brand has cracked the code. Watch Pink's 3-step strategy.
What do you think about that?
I think it's wild. Number one, that like
so funny.
There's all these brand accounts out there that like those guys aren't brand experts, but I mean, I guess they like love it and they're passionate about it. But for some reason, because they have this platform, people like really are like, dude, this guy's the guy. And he like talked about your thing. And I have all these friends reach out. They're like, it took this random guy validating it on Instagram to like get you to be like, oh yeah, this is, I don't know. I just think it's so funny.
My favorite part about it is like, they say, here's a 3-step strategy. They do this, this, and this. And I can promise you that anytime we've ever made anything, it's never been because of a strategic framework we created.
I wish I was that smart to come up with a strategy to say like, this is how it's going to work.
It's always been like, this is kind of hilarious and this is stupid. Let's just do it.
Totally. But people, it's a great like selling tactic.
It's so funny.
Dude,
copy these 3 steps and you'll be successful. And you're like, well, you're smarter than me to figure out that there's 3 steps here, I guess. Or you're a better sales guy than I am.
Yeah.
Like that's gotta just be because somebody wants to make themselves like feel good about themselves. Like I figured this stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think anybody
cracked the
realizes
Pink's code.
This is literally just like Carter's brain just being like, all right.
Yeah. And
I'm
literally.
gonna do
We're
this
just having fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of iPhone notes. There's legitimately nobody else like on the Instagram. Does anybody else have the password besides you two?
No.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
why?
every day someone's like, hey, who runs the marketing? I'd love to
Oh, yeah.
use it. And I'm like, dude,
What agency do you guys
I'm
use?
like, we might be in the wrong business. Like maybe we should just like figure out how to take on a bunch of clients or something.
No.
But yeah, it is wild that people chalk it up to like, even, and this is a weird shout out, but like one of my friends is like I think she's the CMO at Neighborly. She, like, I went to college with her.
We were basically a big competitor of us.
Yeah, literally the biggest service company.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, got bought for 2 Bs or something like a few years ago. And she's like, the amount of people that hypothesize around y'all's strategy in the office of like, okay, this is how they do it. And they hired actors and she'll just text me and she'll be like, it's wild that like, yeah, people are trying to overcomplicate something that you guys just put a face to and like a personal touch on. I think that's the funniest thing that it comes back to is like everyone's just trying to recreate authentic. Yeah. Like
I think that like
something
the most
authentic.
important thing is that there's nothing can really replace having good instinct.
I think that's
knowing
right.
exactly who you are, and then everything else around that, like all these stupid frameworks and stuff, like people just make that stuff up to make it feel like they understand.
Right.
I think that's why we are like, we don't post very much because we wait to do something that feels like we would actually do it. Like
Absolutely.
we're never like forcing like, oh yeah, we should probably go do that thing. So that's like, we only post like every month.
That's
like
like
we should post a lot more if you're
Every
wanna be a
social
smart-
media
yeah.
person's biggest feedback is y'all need more posts. Y'all need to have 3 or 4 posts a week. But our thought, I guess we do
Which
have
they're
like some
probably
strategy.
right, like for the strategy, but
And then the next question you should ask is, okay, great. How many followers do you have and how much money did you make off of your Instagram?
That's right.
And if it's more than what you have, you can take their advice.
Yeah.
And if
Right.
not, you can move on.
yeah.
But for us, it's like we don't want to post 4 times a week if there's like 3 bad videos and 1 good one. We'd rather post things that we think is funny.
Also, that will require you time.
Right. And
A lot.
And
And
also,
that we
he doesn't
believe
want
in.
your opinion. He just wants to do it himself. So you can go out and make more money.
no,
Right?
Carter wants my
Dude, no, Brandon honestly probably comes up with more than half of the idea. I would say like Brandon starts the concept
Uh-huh.
almost like every time of like, dude, we should really do this. And I'm like, yeah.
It's a good tag team.
Yeah, and then we
vision
just-
and
Carter
execution.
Carter brings it to life.
Yeah.
We just spin it out.
Yeah.
But Brandon has like so many of the baseline concepts right off the bat.
Also, I get a lot of at bats. There's a lot of ideas I have
Yeah.
that are just not good.
Yeah.
And then like sometimes a few of them hit.
Yeah.
Brandon is a big ideas guy. I think he does not get enough credit for how creative he is. He's super creative.
Hey, we should film that one, that next video you have right here after this.
Yeah, we
Oh,
could.
we need our guys.
Yeah, we need the uniforms.
We need uniforms.
Oh, yeah.
We're not prepared.
Get them in. Get them in.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
They'll know.
But I remember early on, we had one strategic framework, if you will, and to social media, and it was let's just look at what everybody else is doing and do the opposite.
I mean,
Like literally, if you look at every other cleaning company, it's dirty window, and now here's a clean window, dirty driveway, clean driveway, and we're like, no one cares. You get 1 like, 4 likes, and the thought was, how can we get people to care about window cleaning that have never cared about window cleaning before in their life? And that was the only thing in our brain. And so we're like, no one cares about before and after. Let's make engaging content to get people interested in what do these guys do? And then that was kind of it.
yeah.
Yeah, I think just having people's faces and everything. I was like, we saw so many websites and Instagrams where it's just like the cleaning, and you're like,
Yeah.
you can't even see the people. And I'm like, anything on Instagram I'm liking is like because I register with someone's face,
Yeah.
or like I see a person behind it. And so we're like, man, the more that we can just be in front of the camera and have fun and honestly feature our guys because like they're having fun and they love it, and it makes them feel like they're more part of the family if they pop up on the Instagram. And we're like, dude, it's a win-win-win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like the cool kids.
And like
club.
actually having fun. Yeah. And then it's like we don't have to force it if we're actually having fun and just document it and then splice it all together.
Yeah. And it's funny, like there's certain things that we post that we think are going to crush that doesn't crush.
Yeah.
And then I remember Carter had this idea. This is 100% Carter's idea. And it was after South by Southwest this year where I got to speak on this, like, you know, that dude that goes around, he's like, how much money do you make in a year?
Oh, yeah.
And
Dude, he gets everybody. The Hard Knocks guy?
Yeah.
yeah, School of Hard
Hard
Knocks.
Knocks.
And it's actually a great channel, and I watch a lot of
Did
the
he get
content.
y'all on the street?
No.
I wish.
We wish. But he interviewed me at a South by thing, and it was cool. But then Carter came up with this idea of like, well, what if we like, since we didn't get an actual interview, what if we like spoofed it And
Yes.
I think I just got on Instagram one day and got so many of them, and I was like,
yeah,
just got like dizzy from scrolling on them. And then I was like, wait, how funny would it be if you just interrupted this whole thing and you think it's going somewhere, and then like the guy getting interviewed just gets wrecked by a pole or like walks into something, and you're like, that would just throw everybody out. Yeah, we're just like,
dude, internally, I thought it was like not a great idea.
I told Brittany, I was like, we gotta go film this today. Like,
And
I think
was
it'd be
like,
so easy right now.
I don't know. And then we started filming it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of hilarious. And then I remember it took us about 3 minutes to film.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the Meteor and posted it after like, 2 minutes of
Yeah.
thinking up a caption. And then it went, now it has, I think, almost 20 million views. It's like, wait, what? Like this thing that we recorded in 3 minutes and thought up for like 5 seconds, and now it's boom.
I mean, 20 million registers.
Yeah, that,
Pretty good.
I wonder if they've seen
And I
it.
went to the local skate shop
Oh, yeah.
like that day.
Uh-huh.
I went to No Comply, and one of the dudes that's like been pro there forever that I've never talked to, that I'm like, he's such a good skater. Like I kind of feel
kinda
weird.
scared to talk
Yeah,
to
I'm
you.
like, he's legit. He's just like, dude, how much you make it to like, how much you make doing window cleaning? Yeah, he like knew the video. He like put it, and I was like, yeah, let's go.
Dude, it's so funny.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's like, I've been doing this for a long time, man. Now
It's
you think I'm
we-
cool?
I think it's the weirdest thing that like, if you really want to start to meet the people you've always wanted to meet, it's like you got to start something. You got to do something in your city.
That's
and
right.
like,
You just got to be good at something.
yeah, just pick anything and put
It's
your
so
name on
weird.
it. And it's like, I just think back to working at Takova's and like just yearning to, man, I want to hang out with the executives. I want to know the guys on the board. I would love to grab coffee with them. And it just like, it's not that they didn't have the time of day.
and you
but
were
like,
just a silly customer service rep.
exactly. Yeah. It's like, I didn't have a platform or a reason to ever grab coffee with them. And then all of a sudden, like even just a few months into Pink's, it was like those people reached back out and like wanted to hear about what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dude, how is this? Like, I'm a window cleaner in my mind. I'm like kind of failed at this early point when we didn't have enough like respect or integrity in what we were doing. And we were just faking it till we made it. Still haven't made it, but we can fake it and have fun. And then them reaching out was like, why did it take that? Like, I thought I was way closer to the flame when
Right.
I was working at Takova's, but turns out like it
Yeah.
just meant me putting my name on something and taking a risk that like, oh, these guys saw validation that or wanted to validate it. It's crazy.
Yeah. And so few people like want to actually do that though.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like once you start doing it, you start to realize how close you were to being able to do it.
yeah.
That it almost seems like, why didn't I start this
Right.
so long ago?
I know. That's our biggest regret, I think, is I wish we would have done this when we were 21 instead of 25.
It's like yes and no, because
It's a
there's
lot we
just,
learned.
you
Yeah.
just wouldn't have done it.
right.
I don't know.
No,
like
I-
the experiences you had at that point in time.
I'm so glad we went through what we went through because that helped shape where we are today. So
Oh my
I
God.
don't think regret is the right word, but we've had so much fun since day one. I didn't think work could be like this.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
when I think about work, my mind is totally different. Now, I'm glad we had 5 years of jobs that maybe we weren't good at or didn't love, because I think we can like really empathize with most of America.
Right.
Because I think most people go to work every day and they're not excited about what they do. It's a job. It pays the bills. They go home, they shut the laptop, and they forget about work for the weekend or for the night. And I think we've kind of found this unlock of like, wait a second, we actually like what we do, and we want to integrate what we do into everything we do. We want like our families to be a part of the business. We want, our kids to wear like cute little Pinks onesies and things of that nature. Like we want that to happen. But like 5 years, or not 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I didn't even think that was an option, that you could love your job so much and want your job to kind of like seep into other parts of life. I thought,
I think
work
the
was just 9 to
weirdest
5.
like struggle I have now, and maybe I don't know, maybe you feel this with Grace, or I bet you feel this with Kelsey, but like going to work and knowing like, all right, she's at home, taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, doing her thing. And I think it almost looks like I just get to go have fun all day and then come back. And she's like, yeah, you just got to actually, and I get that. It's like, I had time to myself. Yes, I'm working, but like it kind of feels guilty every time when I come home. I'm like, I did get to have
I've
a
been
lot of
playing
fun.
golf all day.
Yeah,
like I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
like I mean, yeah, sometimes I get to play golf, but like it's like I did work and I like helped us get farther along as a family and brought in money and did yada yada. But it's like I also had a ton of fun, and it's a weird like guilt struggle.
It's like work is so much fun. Like honestly, our Thursday morning team meetings, like I look forward to them, and Monday mornings with the guys. Because it's like a big hangout sesh, but then like you have a goal and you're trying to achieve together and build something together. And
it feels like everyone's getting better.
Yeah.
And you get to decide who's going to be there.
That's right. And I think that's so much fun. I think like that is one of the low-key best parts of being an entrepreneur or your own boss is you get to make every decision. I remember when I worked, at Walmart headquarters or at C3, like it was a really like they were good jobs, but I didn't get to make any decisions. I was kind of like the paper pusher and the task doer. But it's fun to make decisions, and it's fun to like see the consequence of your decision, good or bad. And we've made bad ones and we've made good ones, and it's our fault regardless. And I think we fell in love with that.
Yeah. I think it's because if you think about, I think most people in general don't know what they want. Like I was at the coffee shop I used to work at this week.
Little Collins in New York City.
Yes. Shout out. Hey. And I was there this week, and I remember I was talking to like the
Is
old
this Little Collins coffee? Did you bring some back?
No.
They don't roast. They use counterculture.
Hey, now.
Oh, yeah, they're
counterculture though.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hologram.
Yeah, it is. And I remember like going there, and my old GM was like, "Yeah, he was such a bad employee." Yeah, she was just kind of ribbing me, and I was like, "Yeah, I probably was."
No, you were a good employee at that.
I don't know.
He never wore the uniform. I remember you were always like slacking on the uniform, and you had to like throw it together last minute.
I was like, dude, I like don't think that I was a good employee, and it's not like, yes, it's my fault, but at the end of the day, it's because like nobody ever really told me. And this isn't really their fault either, per se. I mean, they told me like how to do the job,
right?
But they don't really tell you how to be a good employee. Like no one really does that.
Just lay it out super straight.
Yeah. So
if you can show up,
yes,
and like just do what we say.
Here's what I'm going to value,
and don't bitch, and you're going to be great, and we're going to promote you.
Exactly. But the biggest part of that too was like, also I was 21 and I actually didn't know what I wanted.
Right.
Like I couldn't have given you an articulate answer for like, why do you have this job?
Yeah.
Like I didn't have the job for a reason. I wanted to do other things. And I didn't even have enough motivation to do those other things to do that job well.
Right.
Like I can kind of understand somebody in New York. They're like, they want to act on Broadway, but they have to pay the bills, or they want to be a model. So they got to do this other thing. So they do this other thing, and they, try to maximize whatever that is.
Those are typically great employees.
Yeah.
Because like they're
pretty
purpose.
fired up.
Yeah.
They're pretty fired up to be there. But then that gives them like a drive to do something else. I didn't even have something else. Like I was like, I don't know. I studied English. I'm going to be a poet. Like what?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything about that. Like I did nothing. Zero.
Right.
Like I got a job interview once to go be an editor at one of those publishing
This is
places.
when you're working at Little Collins?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I like did the interview, and then I was like, this is kind of stupid. And then I just kind of like, I like didn't follow up.
Right.
I didn't like, there was zero drive I had in my life.
I think I'm blown away that there are not more people that work for me. This kind of sounds bad. Maybe I'll frame it like this. Like I spent all my working years as an employee just trying to make sure people didn't think I was like a total bitch. Like I'm just so scared that like people would be like, oh, this guy doesn't work hard. Like that someone perceived me as not busting my ass. And I'm like, I can totally vouch for this new work class that's coming up and all these young people, but that like little art is kind of lost. It feels like it's like there is a new generation that feels like, oh no, like I need to be heard. I need to share my opinion on what I think about how this is going. Whereas before I was like, I just don't want to be perceived as a total little bitch. Like I just need to keep my mouth shut and crank.
Well, it's coming back.
And it's like, why has it changed?
It was but remember like 10 years ago, the employers had all the power.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then you had this period where they didn't. And when you're getting paid whatever it was to work at Jimmy John's, like you think that you have, I'm getting paid this much, therefore like they must value my opinion.
Right. It swings like entitled employee to not entitled. Like I need to prove myself employee.
Yeah. And there's like,
and we're kind of in that cycle right now. It feels like
there's probably a good balance in there somewhere. But it is weird like seeing it happen in real time.
Right.
And I'm like trying to decide if it's good or bad, because it's like I want as an owner to get feedback. I want to know what guys think, but also I'm sometimes like, I would have
But
never
sometimes
said
I'm like,
that
I
to
don't
my
really care.
boss. Yeah, like I would have never thought to say that.
Like, just,
Yeah.
you're here to do.
And it's always wild that it comes from the guys that aren't working the hardest. It's like they're looking for the hand, and you're like, why is
why
that?
are you even here, dude?
Like, why are you giving me this feedback? And like, we create an environment that's like, if anything's wrong, yes, I want to hear it. I want to talk to it. So we're asking for it. But at the same time, it blows my mind the people that rise up that are like, oh yeah, I need to tell you what I think about this. I've been working here for 3 weeks and this is wrong. And you're like, okay, I get it.
I remember
Like, I want to know.
when Brandon started working for us one weekend and he said, hey man, this thing that you're doing does not work very good. I'm going to make this better. Do you remember that?
The network sheets.
Yeah.
At least he had
Yeah.
a plan. I wish some of our guys would do that. Of like, this doesn't work.
I think
Here's
I
how
thought
we
it was
can do
inefficient and too manual.
I mean, it probably is.
Yeah.
Does it work though?
But it's effective.
Hey, do
Very effective.
But
Does
then as
the-
an owner, if
yeah.
somebody comes and tells you that and is like, hey, here's what's wrong,
Yeah.
even though I don't really probably have the position to be telling you that, I think like it's the extreme ownership of like, well, there's something I failed to over communicate
yeah.
that has like given you the power to come and tell me this. So
So in other words, you can feel like that's really interesting. Please tell me more.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you keep asking them to please tell you more.
But it's
and
a
then
weird
at some point it
balance.
stops.
Yeah.
Because like, well, you want to hear from your
Yeah.
employees.
I actually don't know.
I don't know why.
And like, you want to create an environment where they can give
Right.
feedback and they can, fix things, and you want to empower them to fix things. And I always say this is like, I love it when our employees have an opinion
Mhm.
because that
It'd be
means
bad if they didn't.
yeah, that means they care, and that means they're engaged, and they're trying to make the whole system better and make the operation better.
Mhm.
Like, come with an opinion,
Mhm.
but also come willing to defend your opinion.
Mhm.
And if you can't defend your opinion, then maybe it's not a good opinion.
Is
Or
there
maybe
such
it
thing
is.
as a bad opinion?
I don't know, but
Just an opinion.
all that to say is, I think feedback it's so good. But then there's also moments of like, wait, you gave this feedback, but you don't even know the context of the situation.
Right.
But I think that's where the work comes in, and that's where the communication comes in, and that's why you go to work for 40 hours a week, is to kind of hash out some of the ideas and hopefully give people that are new the context to learn, so that then they can have a better informed
Well,
opinion.
I think it all just comes back to knowing what you want. Like if you don't know what you want, that's a problem for them,
That's right.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And ultimately, you should be able to answer these feedback inquiries with like in the context of what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the reason that it sounds like probably people like the idea of Pinks is because it seems like you guys know what you want, at least publicly.
It's a clear brand.
It's pretty like obvious.
We're
Yeah.
gonna wear the uniforms, show up on time.
Like, this
do
is
what
Flip
we
the
say we're
script
gonna
on blue
Yeah,
collar.
this is what we.
Yeah.
No, whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
sure, whatever.
Absolutely.
But like you say the same thing over and over and over and over, and
Yeah.
people like start to.
There's
actually
extreme
believe it.
clarity in our message.
Yeah,
do. Yeah.
yeah. So you don't have to do anything different.
Yeah. I would say that's internal too. Like we actually believe
Right.
in what we're doing.
That's the
And I think
point.
that's why we can like get on these calls. Like we're on a weekly call,
Mhm.
and it's been going on for the past 2 years. Tuesdays at 9 a.m., the executive call. And we get, 5 to 30 people on these calls given the week. And we get asked the same questions. I mean, like literally, like there hasn't been a question it's rare that we get a new question on these
Yeah.
calls. But it's fun for us.
What do
'cause
I do if it's a cold weather area and
Yeah.
they're gonna have seasonality? Like, what if a guy called just the,
Where do I find good labor?
to the point where we started sending out an FAQ sheet that's like, hey,
What if
here's
somebody doesn't
all the
show up for work?
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And but I think like the reason those calls don't get exhausting to us is because it's new people.
Yeah.
And we're getting to help and guide people along. And I do think in our business and the franchising business specifically, all we're basically doing is we're selling a process and a brand. And then we just coach, and coaching is just saying the same thing over and over and over again. That's all it is. And so I think if you're in the franchisor seat, our seat, you have to have patience, because you can't say, why did you ask that question?
Yeah.
That guy asked it last week. It's like, well, you didn't talk to me last week. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And I mean, Nick Saban, I talk about this all the time, but he talks about discipline a lot. And sometimes greatness is just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's not new things. It's just the husband and wife that have been together for 70 years and loving each other.
Yeah.
And it's just the same thing over and over again. And that's great.
Are you excited for the day that a franchise does more revenue than you?
It's
It's already happening.
already happened.
How's
We
it
had
feel?
2 locations that are beating us like week over week. It's awesome. It was like,
Are we allowed
it
to say
killed-
that? I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but they launched this
I
year.
mean, the past 2 weeks we can say that.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
real.
they've done it. Yeah, I think it killed some of the imposter syndrome, and we always talked about like,
Yeah.
It's real. It's not just like it's not just my secret sauce.
yeah, it's
Like the system actually works.
Yeah.
I'm replaceable.
Yeah. It's not
Which is
Brandon and
important.
Carter are special. It's the brand works and the system works.
That's the point.
And they're
and given
following the
they're
book.
super early, and it's like they still have so much to build. But yeah, that was a great validation of like, oh, okay, man, I'm like, yeah, are we just faking it? And
Yeah.
like, we'll see. Does it take a super charismatic young guy that can relate to young skaters to make this work? Like,
Doesn't-
obviously not. And I think that's where we've probably failed people the most, is showing them the franchisees across the country that look nothing like us
Right.
and are all shapes and sizes and are like doing the same thing, and it really does work. So
I think what's fun
fun.
too is just like not just like those 2 locations we talked about, but there's a vast majority when you look at their revenue in the first 6 months, 12 months of the business, and then you look at where our revenue was in the
It's like
first.
way better.
yeah, totally.
It's incomparable.
Yeah.
And obviously we're starting in different places and it's not apples to apples, but it's cool to see that like, hey, when our first month of business, we did like $2,000 of revenue.
And you cleaned all the windows yourself.
And we cleaned all the windows ourselves. And it was very fun, by the way.
And we thought we were like crushing,
We thought
which we
rich.
were at our
Yeah.
time.
But it's funny how like the goalpost, like we moved the goalpost.
Mhm.
Like I would say, 3 years ago, if you launched your business and had a $3,000 a week or a $10,000 a month for week 1 or for month 1, you were crushing. Now like the goalposts have moved. And
Yeah, it almost kind of feels like we failed some of our early franchisees because their launches
Set
were
the
just
expectations too low.
yeah, exactly. Like
Absolutely.
we were basing it off of our system. We're like, this is all we know. So we're like, this is what it should be. And now we're seeing like those goals blown out of the water. And we're like, oh man, probably should have held y'all to a higher standard or given you
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
KPIs to look at that might have helped a little bit more.
Yeah.
Business guy.
But those people are all still there for the most part. All of our original people that were like,
Yeah.
they're like, okay, they're growing and it's all compounding
still
business.
here.
And now, yeah, there's some of our top people
Yeah,
still.
the compounding it's awesome.
Yeah.
Recurring.
Not bad.
That is the cool
That's
thing to
traditions.
see, that it's like we rank them every week. Like
Yeah.
all 100 locations are on a scorecard.
Yeah.
And that like,
And you show everybody.
yeah, and
That's
everybody
important.
sees it
Very
and it's
public.
competitive.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of accountability. But I think the most fun thing is just to see like, okay, there's a lot of people here that had a really bad start,
Mhm.
but they're still at the top of the list just for the sheer sake of like time. And it's like just like a great reminder because we look at it every week and I think people can get down on themselves. They're like, dude, I'm so far on the, but it's like,
Yeah.
dude, look at how much head start it is. It's like
Time
you
in the
will
market
get there.
matters.
Yeah, time in the market.
It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like that's part of our early conversations with people looking to buy a Pinks is like, dude, this is not get rich quick.
Yeah.
It's get rich like very, very slowly. But at the end, you're going to feel so good about what you built. And it's just like,
Yeah.
you're just building a really like clean machine. It's
Get
not going
rich
to be
very
fast.
predictably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very
I think that's a good
predictable.
way to say it,
and then
too.
you'll really feel good at like look back and be like, oh my God, remember all those days where I didn't know if it was going to work and I didn't know it. But then you look back and like, this thing is solid. Like this feels really good.
And sometimes you have to like boil it down to the simplicity of the business where when you start a Pinks and it's day 0, you have nothing on your books. You have 0 revenue, none of that. But then on day 366, when you start year 2, I guess technically, you have maybe $100 or $200 or $300,000 of recurring revenue on your books. And now it's like, wait, year 2 is a lot different than year
yeah.
1. And it's a little easier. And it's like riding the bike downhill.
Everything compounds.
Everything compounds.
It's just so fun
get
because
right
I don't
into it.
feel like there are,
What's that?
Yeah, get right into it.
I just feel like there aren't many businesses out there where like people get to do that. Like I feel like there's a good bit of businesses where you can go out and sell a big job and make a bunch of money right away. But then like what's next year? That freaks me out. But I'm just like so thankful that we get to work in a thing that it's all relationship. It's all lifetime value and you can sleep good because you're like, man, I put in the hard work and it's actually going to like kind of last for a little bit. Hopefully if we keep good people doing a good job and
The windows will get dirty again, I promise you.
Yeah.
They will.
That's true. Oh, they always do.
They always do.
You
dude,
don't
we
have to go
rack our
search for a
brains all the
problem.
time of like, what is another service that like we could franchise or
Yeah.
figure out how to like have the same, and it's like, dude, we've been doing it for 5 years and we still cannot figure it. Like we got so lucky that we landed on window cleaning. Truly, like we we say we did some market research and looked around, but like it was pretty minimal. It was like, what do you know about blue collar? Oh, I see these window cleaners are on my street.
Like, I mean, sometimes
you were there. You saw it.
No, I remember. Like sometimes the things that seem so complex or so thought out, like here's the 3 steps we do for marketing.
Right.
It's like a lot of times just what's the least path of resistance.
Totally.
Hey, this is an idea I had. I'm just gonna push it out right now.
Yeah.
Hey, what like doesn't require a license? Windows. Great.
Yeah.
Done.
It's it's so funny to see all these like young guys come to us now and be like, hey, I want to start a business. Can you look at my business plan and like here's all, and you're like,
it's like, dude, I know what I did.
yeah, like,
I don't know why it worked, but it did.
yeah, and I'm like, I know I didn't make a business plan.
Like,
I know I
guess.
just like went and did something, and then like we were up to pivot. Like if it made sense, we need to switch.
So funny.
But I'm like, dude, I don't need a business plan. Like, I don't know. like
I don't understand. So like something I'm really struggling to understand is like business coaches.
Mhm.
I think that there probably is a value here, and I gotta like figure this out because I think it's real.
Mm-hmm.
But you can either like go call somebody like you who's like, figured it out, or at least somebody perceives that you figured it out.
always try. Yeah.
And it's like, hey man, what did you do? And it's like, well, I did this thing. I didn't really know why it worked, but here's what happened. And that's like one way to do it. Or you can talk to a business coach, and if that's their primary thing, like inevitably they're a business coach, not necessarily an entrepreneur. Sometimes they are.
Mhm.
Right.
They just know the levers and say like, hey, I've seen people pull this lever and this
I
can
think
help.
that is useful. It's like a
think
personal
so, too.
trainer. It's like a coach. It's like anything else. I don't know. It's just an interesting like.
But it still requires grit. Like you can tell people all the right levers to pull, but when shit hits the fan, are you still going to wake up tomorrow and like go pull this like a similar lever again, even though you failed?
Yeah.
The reality is when you're first starting,
Mhm.
you just got to get that sale.
I know.
Get the sale and then execute. And then get the next sale and then execute.
Yeah.
And it's
So simple.
like that was literally our business plan was we just need to get revenue in the door and then figure out how to clean the
Figure out
house.
how to do it. Yeah.
And that was kind of it.
And we just knew we weren't
And I
going to
think
leave
so
until
many-
the thing was done right. And
Yeah.
I think that might be a differentiator, is that not a lot of people are like really making sure the customer
Willing to
felt
make
good. Because we just knew how much it mattered.
Yeah.
And we were like scared shitless that somebody was going to talk bad about us. So
Yeah.
we're like, man, we're really doing this. So we really got to make sure they're happy. And that turned out to be the best marketing tool we could ever do, is just build a referral partner.
Yeah.
It's so funny. You sell the job, you clean the job, and then before we ever left the job, we'd always walk it with the customer. And we'd walk around the house, we'd look at every window, we'd talk about it. And I think when we first started, there was this like, oh, the customer's going to like know that the window's not fully clean or it's not clean to standard.
Yeah.
And 90% of the time they're like, oh yeah, this looks great. Here's your money.
Okay.
And we're like, oh, so I guess we are doing this kind of right.
Yeah.
And then, once you get like 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 of those wins under your belt, now you have confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you learn more about your craft. But I think the key is just like get the first sale and go from there.
Interesting.
And I remember like your advice to us was like, don't get too caught up on the ops too early. Meaning like for the first like 2 months of the business, we didn't even have a business checking account.
Oh, I remember that specifically.
I don't even think we had an LLC set up. We were just like a cash business and just kind of figuring out, 1, will this work? 2, do we even like cleaning windows and being outside and doing this whole thing? And then after about 2 months, we're like, okay, like this is legit. We made $1,500 in one day and split it up half and half and made some money. That's when we decided, okay, let's get that checking account. Let's get that LLC set up. I guess LLC first and then checking account is the proper order.
Not
but-
necessarily.
But we were just focused on, I think, the wildly important, which was get revenue in and then kind of figure out the rest as you go.
Right. Right.
I mean, I was telling our guys last night at that happy hour, I was right when you left. They were like, what did you do before Jobber? Which is the CRM we run our business on. And I was like, oh, it's funny you ask. Well, the guys were scheduled via Google Calendars. The tracking of the jobs and what we did was done on
Excel.
On a Google Sheet.
Yeah.
On a shared
What
Google
was the
Sheet.
title of that?
Business tracking.
That's right. Because you're tracking your business.
That's right. And then the invoices were sent via QuickBooks.
Yeah.
And the guys were like, oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. I'm like, I mean, at the time it wasn't. At the time it worked.
It's what made sense.
And then all
I
of a
think
sudden,
we did that for over a year, right?
Oh yeah, it was
Like,
a long
it
time.
took a while
at least
for
a year.
Jobber, and that was Brandon's idea. I was like, I'm cool with the Excel.
And now today, it's like I cannot imagine.
Yeah, you can.
No, I mean it would be impossible.
It just makes sense why there's so many mom and pop companies out there that like aren't going to pay for the CRM. They're just going to
Pen and paper
Yeah, and it's
everything.
like, and you're kind of stuck at doing $300,000 a year.
Yeah. And it's so funny because there's so many, I feel like there's this whole movement of people who feel like, oh yeah, I can go buy that business and make it like double or whatever. Because I've got this 3-step method. And I think that they just fail.
You can make the perceived value.
I know.
Yeah.
They fail to like acknowledge the fact that no, they had something that was like wildly successful in whatever its own way
Right.
was. And you rip that out and you rip out the things that actually make the business run. Like you have to actually get the sale at the end of the day.
Right.
What they want to do is everything post the sale, which is like, let's clean it up. Let's make sure, this, that, and the other happens. Let's, get you off of a fax machine, whatever. But the fact is, if you can't get the sale, and people
Right.
make decisions with money in a bunch of different ways,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not the same. They don't value the same thing that you and I might value.
Right.
And if you can't like resonate with that customer base the same way that they did, you're going to freaking blow up the business.
Right. I think there's a lot of people that go in to buy these like old school businesses, these cleaning companies or roofing companies, whatever. And that's like the hot thing. Buy a business right now. The boomers are retiring. And then they look at how this boomer runs a business and they're like, oh my gosh,
I can do this so much better.
I can do it so much better. And then they get into the business, they buy the cleaning company, they buy the roofing company, and then that owner did so much. Like that old guy that was running it for 30 years, like was doing 4 jobs and he was just very efficient and very good at it. And then all of a sudden they're like, wait a second, this business isn't as profitable as it was on paper. But it's like, yeah, it's because the owner was a badass.
Yeah.
And like he or
And
she
did
was just
so
like
much like
rushing it.
interpersonal
And
contact
they were
work
just
that's not on
willing
paper.
to, like the reality is, at the end of the day, like profit didn't actually motivate them that much because they had done. I've heard it said so many times, but it's so true. You make whatever your living is going to be.
Right.
100 grand, 200 grand, 700 grand. I don't care. A couple $100 million. Doesn't matter.
Now we're getting there.
You live on something less than that for a long period of time. All of a sudden income starts to matter a whole lot less.
Right.
And what happens with a lot of these guys inevitably is they might have 300,000 in revenue. They might take home 200
Right.
and
Yeah.
they live on 100. And all of a sudden you do that for a long period of time. They don't really like their motivation is no longer, oh, let's like drive that top line up.
Right.
Like they have so much margin in their personal life
Yeah.
that they don't really need to maximize margin in their business. And because of that, it's going to like, there isn't really any value in the business as it stands because nobody's ever going to run it like that ever.
What you're saying is
They
probably
can't.
the number one indicator as to why these service companies have fallen off.
Yeah.
It's just comfortability.
It's
Why
much
do I
better
need to
just
answer the phone?
replace them
Yeah.
rather than to go buy them?
Yeah.
Right.
Like if you're Pink's, like people don't think like this, but let's just think how people might think if I was a window service
Right.
business. Let's go to any small town in America. There is a fixed demand for the number of like windows that need to be cleaned. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Like within like plus or minus a few percent, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's going to be 2 like local guys in that town. And that's probably it.
Yep.
Okay. So if I'm a new entrant there, I can either
How small is this town?
you
Give me
know,
an actual
let's
Bandera.
say- yeah, sure. It's 10,000, it's 50,000, something like that.
Cool.
Right. I can either go buy these guys up and now I've got like all their customer lists,
Yep.
which may or may not even
Maybe.
be useful. Right. Yeah, you
Yeah,
might.
maybe,
Right.
hopefully.
You might get their phone number that they're already calling that may or may not be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can simply just go there and do a better job.
Yeah.
Right. So what's going to be more attractive?
Yeah.
Doing a better job. It'll be cheaper.
That's what you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It'd be way cheaper.
Yeah.
Way cheaper.
You don't have to
And,
buy a business. You don't have to
You don't have to-
integrate. You don't have to do any of that.
Like, is it cheaper to just build new or remodel something?
Remodel, baby.
No,
Or-
it's not.
Oh, is it? I don't know. I've never built a house.
No, it's not.
Technically, it's cheaper to do it new.
Oh,
That's what you were saying, right?
I guess so.
I mean, you got to go scrape.
He was
old
throwing the
windows.
alley oop.
I mean, that was
Well, my logic
You
was
remodel.
there's already, you already got the bones. You already got the foundation's already poured. The framing's already up. The wall's already up. Now you just got to repaint the walls and get new floor.
You got to go look at every single square inch of everything, figure
We
out what
probably have to
actually
demo
works
the
or
demo
doesn't.
cost.
You got to demo part of it, not all of it. Then you got to replace the stuff partially. You
I
gotta
guess it
get
depends on
specialized
the
labor.
type of remodel.
Yeah, how
we're
big are we
doing.
talking?
Yeah. Are we doing like a new floors, new walls?
Is this lipstick on a pig? What are you talking about here?
That's my kind of remodel, baby.
Hey now.
Cheap.
Can you pass that coffee?
Yeah, it's not it's kind of cold.
It's all right. I like cold coffee.
Ice cold, baby.
We do have a microwave.
Jamie, can we get a microwave in here? Ooh.
But yeah, I agree that it might be even better to start from scratch than to like try to integrate your new
That's the
systems on top of someone else's old systems.
Exactly. Because then you got to convert a bunch of stuff. Just like make it good
Yeah.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
And there's probably going to end up being no value in those things, which is okay. I don't think that that's their objective though.
Right.
Like if you're in business for that long, like you only stay in business for that long because it actually works for you.
I know.
Like think about that.
Just cash flowing.
I truly think anybody right now could go pick a service that needs to be done, whether it's epoxy floors, whether it's gutters, like some little kind of minute thing. And if you can just put your stuff online, make a website and answer the phone, dude, you're not going to fail. Answer the phone and show up and do the thing.
Cracks me up.
The thing is going to blow up. And I think like people are so terrified. It's like, it doesn't, like window cleaning was a really easy one to get into, but there's some others that might take a little bit more work, but still once you get it and figure it out, you're going to have a great life.
Yeah.
And like, I'm confident in that. Like I will go to bat on that. Like just answer the phones and
So funny.
don't be confusing on your offerings and you're going to crush.
Yeah, like having 10,000 different offerings or trying to get into too many lanes. Like you don't need to be a merch company.
No.
You don't.
I
need
love
to
it.
be
We were on a call with a franchisee last week and he was asking like, can I take off power washing and screens? Like he wanted to limit. He's like, I'm doing 95% windows. Like I don't even want that stuff on there. I'm like, and he's a location that's crushing. I was like, this is kind
And
of bold.
we were like really respected the request.
Yeah.
And we're like,
I'm
he's
like,
not
dude,
wrong.
You're kind of like,
He's in the right lane.
he's like, yeah, like when I had to clean a gutter, it's just a huge headache operationally. When I power wash, it's a headache. So I just want to clean windows. And we're like, yeah, kind of makes sense.
You don't need to do everything.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Whenever we first started and Carter and I were cleaning everything, so many of our customers wanted to hand off other services to us around their home.
Right.
Hey, will you cut the grass? Will you clean the pool? Will you clean the
Keys
house?
to the king.
we were like this close to polishing some lady's silver. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. And at the end of the day, we kind of just adopted the like Todd Graves mindset, the founder of Racing Canes. It's like, we're just going to be the best window cleaners and we're going to be laser focused on that. And, a little bit of power washing, but outside of that, we don't want to clean pools. We don't want to cut grass. We don't want to paint houses. We want to let those companies be the experts of that. And we're going to be the experts in what we do.
Yeah.
That simple.
Yeah. So no brick and mortar location.
No,
I don't know.
Carter's like maybe.
no. I'm
That'll
out.
just be an altruistic thing of like, we need more good coffee
It'd
shops.
be a
Shop in the
nonprofit.
back.
Yeah, it's a nonprofit. Yeah.
All right.
Just the thing, give the people what they want.
Yeah.
A hang spot.
Pro shop.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little bit of
Club
everything.
fittings. Yeah.
Oh no.
Club fittings.
Vintage Pink's gear.
Club
Yeah.
fittings,
Sweaty
window
Brandon
cleaning,
hat.
and skateboards.
That's Pink's.
That's Pink's, baby.
Dang. What do you do on Fridays?
We usually go on
We
a
go
walk.
on a walk.
So you guys said that in unison. That was kind of cute.
We walk Town Lake, 3 mile loop, starting at Austin High.
So we skipped that this morning for this.
Yeah, this is.
Is there
in
anything we
place.
need to cover while we're here?
Yeah, there's a few things, few agenda items,
Anything else?
but I'll say that the trail is where, the magic happens.
Yeah.
Creativity, alignment.
Get outside.
Yeah, it's great.
Dude, podcast stuff, like, it kind of drives me crazy
Mm-hmm.
because I don't care about any of it. Like, hey, you need to post on these days. You need to like have this logo here. And
Thursdays
like,
at 8:30.
Yeah, it needs to be this cadence.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Thumbnails and yada yada.
yeah, you need to stay on this topic. I'm like, I actually legitimately don't want to listen to any of this. I would just like to talk to my friends and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, here we are.
You have the luxury of doing that.
now we do.
Yeah.
All you do is you just got to host the party. You know, it's the old Netflix model. Just get everybody on your platform and then all of a sudden everybody knows who you are.
Bang, bang.
I think
They validate what
covering
you've been
this
doing.
table with like accoutrements of just like random, like, I don't know. I love the like obviously we probably shouldn't smoke in here, but like cigars and like different types
Dude,
of
your little
drinks.
money bag relic that you have in your office.
Oh, yeah.
Just a
That thing
bunch
is
of little
sweet.
things
I found
on
that
here
in
that we
Marfa.
could.
That's a good find.
Yeah. I'm going to get the curtain up there.
Yeah.
I just was busy this week, so I couldn't, because that'll like help with the sound. I need to get like little, the sound plates you can put on the ceiling.
Yeah, that'll help a
Little
lot.
boards. Do that. And then I got to start figuring out what I'm going to put like on this wall. But we're kind of running into space issues.
It's a great spot.
Yeah. It'll work.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's just got to get a little bit better every week.
And it will.
Maybe I'll start renting it out,
Yeah.
make a little money.
Every single
Airbnb
time
it.
it will
Not in
get
it for
better.
the money.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Well, like we'll learn how to like turn all the recording equipment on
Yes.
in the beginning.
And then in 3
we'll be
weeks,
efficient.
that won't even be a thought anymore.
That's right.
There's
Because
so much
they'll get
value
AI?
in just like being in the same spot,
Doing something all the same
place for a long time.
frequently, for sure. Yeah.
Like you think about ACL, they've been doing ACL for what 20 something years,
And it gets better. It gets different every single year.
a little different every year, but a little better every year, and a little more efficient. And then they can squeeze a few more people in every year to make it more profitable.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense.
Mhm.
Like they know that park front to back, every piece, like every square inch, they know that park.
And it's just the different levels, like it all like never ceases to amaze me.
GA plus, VIP, platinum, cabana, bungalow. Y'all
You
access.
sound like you're like a
I used to work at
salesman.
C3, you know.
You think he's a promoter?
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, he was.
You gonna get paid for that?
I don't know.
And then, but the best part is too, they take the same model and they just copy and paste. Like which one is actually the beta test? That's what I want to know.
like
you
which one do they start with?
Like which one's like, yeah, this is the testing ground, and then we can roll it
yeah,
out to
I don't know.
everywhere.
That's a good question. And like the different types of festivals they do. Like ACL, Lala is like genre agnostic.
Mhm.
But then you have Two Step In.
Mhm.
It's country. You know? Does
But
that
it's the
work
same
in Nashville?
components.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. You put up a fence, put up a stage and some speakers and lights.
you got a couple different access levels.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's such a production. I hope they rake because that looks like such a nightmare to be able to put
it's
it
a
all together.
pain, I think, to put that thing on.
Like I just can't imagine the politics of like renting out a public space like that.
Yeah, it's all the
Like
bureaucracy.
what do
and
they
crap.
what do they really have to
Yeah.
like do to be able to make it happen?
It's insane.
So the thing that blows my mind, I just watched Hamilton.
Great show.
Live? You just
I was
went.
there on Wednesday.
Sick.
We went on Wednesday night. So I was sitting there. Matt Damon was 2 rows in front of me.
No
And then
way.
like 10 seats to the left was Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds.
What?
It was hilarious. It's on a Wednesday night.
That's
Also-
so like
There's no VIP in New York City.
No, there's no set, like everything's GA.
That's so random.
love
there's
that.
there's no, I mean, there's like these little boxes in the corner of the theater. I think that there's 4 boxes on the right that are 3 seats each. So that's
We're-
12 seats on either side.
Where
24.
Lincoln got shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got
Except
John Wilkes Booth.
Different place.
Yeah.
Yes. Same idea. But everybody else is just in GA and it's super small. And during the intermission, like everybody was going up to Ryan Reynolds and like he was super chill. Everybody was taking a picture with him.
Wow.
Blake was kind of like, she was a little more standoffish, you could tell, but she was like pretty chill with everybody.
That's
And then
crazy.
Matt Damon was over to the right. Like I was kind of in the middle, like to my left is,
The Martian.
yeah. And then to my right is Matt Damon. And nobody was coming up to him. It was awesome. He was just like chilling. Like his 3 kids were there.
I love that.
He was just like dad mode. Like every once in a while, somebody would come up to him, and I just wanted to go up to him and be like, "Dude, you glad somebody else taking the spotlight tonight?"
You should have.
Just
That
because he was
great.
like, he was.
Didn't
just,
somebody
like,
come
having
up
a
to you
great
and be
time.
like, dude, Remy Malek, I freaking
I
love.
know, yeah, dude.
Wait,
Bohemian
wasn't
Rhapsody.
Matt Damon in The Departed?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
I should know these things.
Oh, that movie is so good. He may not be. I don't know.
But the point is, like, it just blows
Brandon
my
Big-
mind,
The Departed was Matt Damon, right?
dude. We were not supposed to like win the war. You kind of forget.
Yeah.
oh, in
1776.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't supposed to actually happen.
Underdogs, baby.
How many times have you seen Hamilton now?
Probably like 6. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure like Britain like sent the B team because they were like, like we'll send the JV squad. Like these guys, we'll clean them up.
But dude, like think about just what it took to get soldiers from Britain to the
They were
coast
tired.
of the like
they were physically
I
tired.
mean, is it like a couple week trip probably?
And then we had to make up the government.
And I'm sure some guys didn't even make it from like on the boat. Like they might have like died on
yeah.
the boat. They got sick or something happened.
But like, imagine what we were saying to each other back then, because like that's what the whole play is about. Like all these arguments that we had, and like, dude, the sitting vice president of the United States shot Hamilton.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Think about how insane that is. And so like, we think that anything that's bad that's going
Aaron
on
Burr.
today, yeah,
Sir.
Aaron Burr
Yeah.
murdered the Secretary Treasury guy like publicly. Like it was like everybody knew.
It was a
scheduled duel, right?
Yes.
But that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Politics.
And so, yeah, what are we like bullying each other?
Yeah, and people are
online?
like, we've
lost our way.
It's gone
Like,
off. And you're like, I don't know.
America's gone
I
off
think
the
it
rails.
started
It's like,
kind of
dude,
crazy.
we've always been like this.
Yeah.
We've always been like this.
Now instead of a bullet, you just throw a tweet and you're like, hey.
No, dude.
Or
they're
you
still-
legit-
no, we're
they
still
threw a
no, no.
Pretty sure they threw a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still do that.
I forgot about that.
Pretty sure it was an
Maybe
unscheduled
we cut that
duel.
part out. One party didn't know about the duel.
Yeah,
Lincoln,
unscheduled.
Yeah, they were.
Maybe it's just Trump didn't know he was showing up to a duel that day.
That's what it
probably
was. He didn't come strapped.
Something like that.
No, but he's always, dude. Interesting man. Interesting time. You got to get on a call.
Okay, well, that's my
You
other
can't see.
thought.
You
I was just
happy?
going to say one other thing about the
Oh.
while we're kind of political. Isn't it weird that like
Well, we're kind of political.
while we're kind of on that, isn't it weird like the country is it's like a business. Yeah, there's like so much business
I mean,
involved.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of
it's like the largest corporation.
it's like it's kind of like running one of the
a
largest
monopoly.
businesses.
Yeah.
And like it's so poorly done and there's so much fraud and regardless of who's in it, it's still just
Some
like
waste, fraud,
Yeah,
and
there's
abuse.
it's crazy like that it's in so much debt and and you're like you look at this pillar of like success and operations and you're like, wait, they
And
can't
we're
even
the
do it
best.
well. And we're like
That's the thing.
yeah, we're the best. And we're trying to like run our company and we're like, dude, if we had that much waste and that much fraud and that much debt, we'd be like, oh, we're failed. But you're looking at the United States of America and you're like, that's one of the most successful like things ever. And it's kind of chaos. I don't know. That was a super
It's
broad.
just difficult to implement culture at scale,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've heard the theory a lot that it's like you should be a socialist in your house and a Democrat in local politics and a
Yeah, I've heard
Republican in state and
that. Libertarian
yeah.
at the
And
national
like
level.
the wider out you go, like the less
Government?
control, like the less government
Yeah.
there should be. And I think that like logically that does make sense. I mean, but there's so much difference between like a thought and then implementing that thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And nobody who comes into the office as president has the experience as president
Right.
ever, except for quite literally Trump. Like he's the only person we've had since it was like Grover Cleveland.
Who
was it, Bradley?
was president?
Who was
left,
president,
came
then
back?
paused and president?
Yeah, there was one other.
I mean, you could say the same thing though for Bush, Obama, back to back.
Mm-hmm. But
But you don't have any time to.
they were governors before.
Process.
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah.
When I was at the Waldorf this week, sorry,
Casual.
yeah,
Nice.
gym was huge, and I was there this morning, one of these mornings, and I was working out with the owner of the Chiefs.
The Hunt
Yeah,
family. Yeah.
he was he was flying around, 60 years old. Dude was just moving.
Was he?
It was awesome.
Was he fit?
He was very fit. Also, Matt Damon, very fit, very strong.
He was there
forearms.
too?
No, when I saw him at
Oh
Hamilton.
yeah, jacked.
Wow.
Yeah, he was pretty jacked. It's impressive how like jacked these dudes are. It didn't really come out like you can't really see it on the camera when you see him on TV.
Huh.
I mean, there's a lot of famous.
And like
people
he
who
was
are
like
very-
buzzing around like with energy. He wasn't just like
yeah.
lollygagging in there.
Oh yeah, he was moving.
Wow.
It was great. I was impressed.
Was he like plugged in?
But I was also like, it's Tuesday, and why are you in New York? Because I like looked up the schedule, and they were not playing in New York.
Business
I guess
or fun.
went over to the headquarters or something.
Huh.
Hunt
NFL.
is not have anything to do with the ketchup.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Are they?
Jamie.
Is that JB Hunt? Is that what that family is? The
I
Chiefs
think-
owners?
No,
or
it's
is it
different.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know.
Because the guy, like
Probably should
the
know.
guy who like founded it, like basically like started the NFL or the AFL or whatever that original league was. Because I'm pretty sure like the trophy's named after somebody, like a Hunt. There's like a Hunt trophy.
For in the NFL?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Like
What would the trophy be for? There's pretty much
I
just
don't know, like the Super Bowl.
the
Lombardi Trophy?
Yeah, I was like,
Let's see.
I think it's Hunt's ketchup anyway. I don't think it's.
There you go.
Heinz.
Lamar Hunt Trophy.
There's a Hunt's ketchup. It's like the knockoff Heinz. It was a staple in my family.
Chat's like spazzing on this one.
Bad Wi-Fi in here.
Oh, Wi-Fi is fantastic. Lamar Hunt Trophy is the award given annually to the winner of the AFC Championship.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Is named after Lamar Hunt, not the ketchup
What about
family.
how did the Hunt make their money?
It's gonna be like Steel or something.
Which wait, like JB Hunt or
Sorry.
Lamar Hunt?
How did the Kansas City
How
Hunts
did
make money?
Lamar Hunt make his? I feel like back in the day when you bought
Oil?
like a franchise, it wasn't like that expensive.
An
Like most
NFL
of the
franchise.
No.
NFL franchises, like they haven't really traded. Like a lot of them are still in the
So this
original family.
begs a question.
Yeah, oil, I guess.
Did
Do
the
you know what the most valuable franchise, like single location,
It's got to be
or like it's a sports team
it's probably like some soccer team in Europe.
there. You go. There you go.
in the world? I'm pretty sure I know this one. Fact check, but I think it's the Cowboys is the number one franchise, like number one grossing franchise in the world.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or it's like Manchester United.
Also,
Or something
there's
like
so many. Yeah, like what percentage does Jerry Jones own of the Cowboys? Would be? You think he's the sole? There's no way he's the sole owner, right?
I don't.
That would be insane.
Well, hold on. Like we need sports franchise.
Sports franchise.
Like sports franchise. Top grossing sports franchise in the world is the Dallas Cowboys.
Can you see how much Jerry
Most
Jones
valuable
owns?
sports team, yeah, estimated 10.1 billion value.
Nice.
But that's not revenue.
No.
I guess we can't really.
Revenue is probably a lot less than that.
But I bet you is revenue a public number?
I don't think so.
It's in the FDD.
Also, do these like think about
Item
the
19.
NFL over the past and think about the sports landscape in
Yeah.
the past 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to me that the NFL has really grown its audience and footprint,
Mm-hmm.
not just in America, but expanding globally.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is do the fans hate Roger Goodell? Like he gets on stage at the draft and they're booing him and all that.
Yeah.
But do the franchise owners, Jerry Jones and the Hunts and all them, do they love Goodell because of how the NFL has grown and his
You would think
stake
so.
in that?
Yeah.
So do those franchises pay royalties to the NFL? Like to Goodell? To Goodell's organization?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like you would think.
I don't know.
I looked it up one time. I thought it was like all. I'm trying to remember how this was structured. I don't think it's like royalties.
Maybe it's like TV rights.
Like a platform fee or something.
Here, type in how does the NFL make money? Okay, so ticket sales and game day revenue. So,
But the teams, it says teams generate revenue from ticket sales and like stuff.
although the
that
teams keep most of this, 40% of ticket revenue is shared league-wide.
Oh,
Okay, so
wow.
there is
40% of ticket revenue is shared league wide. That is
meaningful.
But like, is the NFL a for-profit organization? Does that make sense?
I think it is.
And then who?
I mean, Roger Goodell, I think he makes like 50 a year.
Well, sure.
Not that has anything to do with
mil.
Being a
50 mil. Yeah, being profitable or not. But
So who like
I mean, it's an
who
input.
like gets to keep the profit from the NFL?
who owns the NFL? I think the owners own the NFL.
I think
I
it's
think it's
split
like a
up amongst
collective,
all the
yeah.
teams,
Yeah.
and they like divide it up.
I did try to
The
Google this
revenue
once.
sharing. Oh yeah, that was it.
This is great. It's like stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
Chat.
32 teams, the revenue.
Okay, here we go.
You have to read it because nobody can see this.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the revenue breakdown. As
Well, I don't care about the revenue.
Hold on, just keep going down. I think it's still answered. Okay,
Who
who owns the
owns-
NFL? No single owner.
See, it's a private non-profit association made
Wow.
up of 32 independently owned teams.
So it's a nonprofit, and the CEO of that nonprofit
The
makes
owners elect the commissioner. So, okay, by definition, they don't hate him because the owners
they
elect
elect
the commissioner.
him. Yep. How much does Roger Goodell make a year? I want to say it's 50, which that means he's probably the highest compensated nonprofit CEO maybe in the world.
If they are a nonprofit, does that mean they're filing a 990?
That's a great question. Okay, $63.9 million per year. That's a lot of money.
Oh, wow.
Okay, ask that question, Bradley.
Hey, yeah. Does the NFL file a 990 PF? Okay, it's not a private foundation. It used to be a nonprofit.
But no longer is.
Oh, so it did. It used to be a nonprofit 501c.
It's now a taxable entity. So I guess it was wrong up
Until
top.
2015. So chat's giving us conflicting information. Until 2015, it filed a 990 PF. So the best part is that every single nonprofit that's a foundation like this has to file a public tax return. So like every
Open to the
time-
public.
Like it's open to the public. It's the best thing ever.
Searchable.
Searchable. You can get it. Like you like
That's
think of a
awesome.
foundation, just like Google it, and then boom, you
And
can
what's
see
cool is
all the money that comes in.
You can see how much money they give away, how much money goes to administrative
vendors.
expenses.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's nuts.
Like go to a new tab here.
Oh, well, look, the NFL office is off Park Ave.
Oh yeah, it was right. It was right
So
by
that's
the
maybe why he
hotel.
was there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
surely.
yeah, that makes sense. He was meeting
Yeah.
with Goodell and the team.
Surely.
We've been going for an hour 45. Wow,
Goes fast.
it's quick.
Let's go
And
eat.
somebody's gonna listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, let's go eat.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, that was good.
Love you, Soupy.
All right. See everybody later. Bye.